a special advisor to the president on policy communication, BWALA, has tackled former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru EL-RUFAI, saying that he lacks the capacity to unsettle President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. BWALA made the statement during a television interview on Thursday, adding that Tinubu is unbothered by EL-RUFAI's continued criticism of his administration.
El-RUFAI is somebody who, like he told you, he's still in APC. So you talk to him like a brother. But I know he's grandstanding, and he seems to be a bit having some trouble in finding part. Like if you leave a governing party to which you have influence, you have words, and you think that you can undertake a mission, you have to have a place that is working to be able to do that. I mean, almost every other day on Twitter, he will pick up one person. Yesterday, it was the turn of National Security Advisor, and then they took the turn of the incumbent governor and the rest. So I talked to him like a senior brother because I believe that he's still useful in APC, and we don't have to be combative. But in terms of whether he can effect any change in the opposition and the rest, I'm aware he doesn't have the capacity to make the president unsettled.
So
no
is it true? Is it
combined
true?
Or in their separate bodies can make the president unsettled.
Is it?
All right, Ayo, this story was trending heavily yesterday. But we have seen that it is true. That El-RUFAI all of a sudden has been so critical of the Tinubu administration.
Yeah.
This is the man that's, tried to get screened to become a minister of this administration. All of a sudden, he's now critical. But like BWALA said, he cannot unsettle the unbothered president quickly.
Yeah. So this is politics playing out in full swing, full swing, full mode. In fairness to Nasiru EL-RUFAI, he was one of the few governors, especially during the Naira redesign, that stood solidly behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ambitions to be president at the time. For whatever has happened now, they've fallen apart, and we can now see the back and forth. For me, as a bystander and as an onlooker, the advantage here is that people are now able to know the truth and hear some secret things, some things that you would not, easily have heard. And that's why I like when these political heavyweights go against themselves so that we can reveal things about what we don't know about, and then they can throw themselves in the mud and swing. BWALA himself that is speaking, was he not the one that was critical of President Tinubu and was spokesperson of ATIKU during the elections? So now he's now coming all of a sudden, he's the president's biggest fan. We don't forget. So maybe he's the Kokoro that is, we don't know. But one thing, and I don't know why he keeps, let him come here on the morning show and speak to us. Because he was very bold during the elections when he was speaking for the PDP presidential candidate to come and speak. But he himself should check himself before he speaks. Because one day it might be his turn.
Absolutely.
And internet never forgets.
Internet never forgets.
Just like Ayo said, internet never forgets, is a case of David BWALA. This David BWALA was ATIKU's lawyer. For Christ's sake, guys. So, one thing that has made APC to fall apart in so many things is the way APC behaves. Like, APC will just see somebody who is in an opposition. Once you come and say, oh, I have agreed to come and follow you people, back home, they've carried the person. Am I saying that El-RUFAI is a saint? No. I'm not saying El-RUFAI is a saint. But what I'm saying is that if the BWALA, who practically insulted Tinubu, will now stand to paint El-RUFAI as a bad person, to disagree with El-RUFAI to the point where you will drag up El-RUFAI on social media and say El-RUFAI is not a threat to Tinubu. Then imagine, El-RUFAI did not even abuse. It was not like his son mentioned. He was not in talking terms so close to Tinubu, but he ensured that the presidency should go to Tinubu. Now, he went to Tinubu, but BWALA was even insulting Tinubu. Is now the one thinking that he owns Tinubu more than any other person. Do you get? So this is the politics of hunger, where a man stands with one person as a lawyer, speaks ill about the person, and the next one, he begins to sound like he is a saint. It's like what you saw him say. He said he's been 22 years ago, he was in the cabinet. It's to show you that he's not a young person in this matter. Is not a young person in this matter at all. So whatever it is that you are going through as a politician, be careful what you say. Like now, people are still bringing out his own interview to mocking with it. That David BWALA, you were an opposition, but just because you are hungry, and that is why you see most lawyers, in short, most politicians don't get the respect they're supposed to get. You said El-RUFAI is not a threat to Tinubu. 2027 is by the corner. We shall see. You know how powerful El-RUFAI is. If they are not afraid of him, why are they panicking?